I've been making some expensive mistakes in Deuces Wild, and chances are you're making them too. Let's go through and try to plug these holes. Welcome back. We're here with video 4 on Deuces Wild. We're going to be going through and doing max bet on this simulator and help us learn how to play. I'm hoping in this video, maybe next video, we'll be able to go through and start trying level 2 soon. Here we're going to go through and hold queens because queens are pretty strong. We do have a straight flush draw, which is interesting, but I feel like the queens just have it by a little bit. And there we go. You can see 2.7 EV over here versus 2.0. If you're new here, this is the expected value, and this is how much credits you should win on average with holding this hand. Now, it does cost 5 credits to go through and play with max bet, which is what we're doing here. Of course, this is just completely simulated, but here it shows we'd get 2.7 back by holding this. And it's important to know over time that's probably what you're going to average. Here you're looking at 2.0, so it's not as strong. So because of that, you want to go through and hold the top one. That way you get the best return. And if it doesn't make sense, it will as we continue to go. Deuces Wild is a tricky game, and there are some things that you can make mistakes on. A lot of times you just want to hold a 2. And you can go through and get it back. Here you can see a 2 comes back with almost 5 in equity, which basically means you'll almost get paid back every time on average. Wow. And then you hit hands like this. And this is pretty early on. We just hit a royal flush with deuces. And this is a tough hand. Very tough hand. Why is this a tough hand? Why would you just not instantly hold this? Because we have 3 2s. 3 2s, if you get a 4th, it's worth 1,000. However, we already have a winning hand and it's worth 125. So the equity of this already would be 125. So very strong. What is the equity with 3 deuces? I think it's around 75, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a very interesting hand. I think this time we do hold it. We don't break it up because it's the royal, but I would be lying if I thought it was 100%. Let's see what it is. All right, so yeah, 125, and it was 71. I think I said 74, 75, pretty close. 71, 72 for 3 deuces. That's the equity, and when you get a royal flush with deuces, you're gonna hold on to that. This is a nice jump up. We always continue the credits from the last video. These are playlists. We usually do them all in order here, just to make it easy. And you can kind of binge watch them and learn as we go. Here, there's nothing worthwhile, so we're going to go through and redraw. There's no pair. There was nothing suited next to each other. This is a almost hit. The 4 of hearts is out of place. Here we have a pair of jacks. A pair is always good, pretty much in any video poker game. So we're going to go through and hold the jacks here. And we're going to get 2 more. So it's going to go through and give us 4 jacks. And that'll go through and give 20 credits back. We started this series at 4,000 credits. And that royal definitely helped us get back on track here. We are now close to where we started. 3 of a kind. And we have 3 4s. Let's do it. No improvement that round. With this hand, there's nothing worthwhile, so we're going to go through and redraw. Worthwhile. Ah, 2 pair. It's not enough. We do have a Gutshot here, and a Gutshot is better than redrawing, which is very important in Deuces Wild. Did not get it. Here we got a deuce. Nothing else worth holding. Here we have 3 jacks. It looks like this is a replay, so I probably messed this up earlier. What did I do? I don't know. 3 jacks is pretty strong. I don't think there's anything else close to it. Yeah, I don't know what I did. But we got it right that time. Here we're going to do Queen 10. Queen 10 suited is pretty strong in Deuces Wild. It's much better than a redraw. And nothing. So 1.79. You got to compare that to the 1.6, which is a redraw. Here we got 2 aces. Ace Jack may look good in most games, but not this game. Another redraw. And we did not hit there. Here we got some 8s. Need a date with an 8. Not today. Oof, this got a little tight since we hit. Jack 9, I don't think we hold it because there's a gap. It's close though. Jack 9 was 1.39 as opposed to 1.575. Did go through and hit 3 5s though, so that's nice. 5s. There we go. And I always double check because this game's a little trickier than others. I don't see anything there. Especially when you start going faster, you can definitely miss things. KJ would not work unless they were suited. Jack 8, too far away. Just a deuce, because you're going to get that around 5 EV by holding the deuce. Not this time, though. So on average. Interesting. So we do have a royal flush draw and a flush draw. I believe it's just a royal. Royal flush draws are very strong, and once it goes below the 10, you know, be it an 8 or a 9, it's a lot harder to hit with the EV. So we want to go through and do perfect play. That way we get the most back. So we're going to hold these 3. And we missed. You can see here this is 6.5, and the other one was 3.8. A lot more back with holding the 3 to the royal. This is a replay. I probably did that. However, I know that's wrong now. It's 4. The reason you don't hold that is because the 2 would be needed and the 2's wild, so that hurts your odds a lot. So holding all 4 is 3.8. 2 wilds. Now we do have a straight here, which might look amazing to some people, but a straight and deuces, it's only the second hand that pays. So it's really low. It only pays 10. Now, if we hold just the deuces, we can go through and try to hit 1,000. You might say, do we hold any of this? No, because they are all different suits. If the 9 was a diamond and we had 9, 10 of diamonds, then yeah, we hold 9, 10 diamonds and the 2 2s. But because they're all different suits, we're just holding the deuces and we're hoping for the best. I don't know what the EV is of 2 deuces is. We're going to find out. But I know 1 deuce is 5, 3 deuces is 71. So 2 deuces, let's see what it is. It's 15. And 15 is more than the 10. And remember with the straight, you can't improve the 10. It's solid 10 because you're not getting any more. You already have the hand 1. Unfortunately, we got, you know, mixed cards back, so we only got 3 of a kind. Interesting here with the jacks and the Jack 9-8 suited. Oh, wow. I don't think I got one wrong yet. And this one's pretty tough. This could go any way. This is really, really close. I want to say it's still the jacks, though. Because this is a straight flush. There's no royal involved. Yeah, let's check it out. 2.7 versus 2.4. So yeah, it's 0.3 credit difference over time. Very close. But we did hold the right thing, which is awesome. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing too much. Nothing's suited and close together. The ace 3 you can discount because there's a 2 involved, and the 2 would be the wild, which would hurt the odds. So here's a complete redraw. Nice. If I keep this up, I might be able to do level 2 next. We're definitely holding the deuce. That's without question. It's the 10s. 3 10s. Queen 9 is too spaced, even though you do have the deuce. They don't usually give you that much extra credit stuff for having deuces in between gut shots, I've noticed. So here we're just going to hold the 3 10s. There we go. 2 kings. You see ace king here. Ace king's not very strong. You're usually looking at ace queen and down. King queen is good, suited, but ace king is not, because you can't go above the ace. Ah, that was rough. 3 9s. Let's get 2 more. We're starting to go a little lower here. We're gonna hold these pair of 3s. So we're definitely not going for a gut shot straight, even though it's a double gapper. The king queen, not suited, so not strong. We're just holding the deuce. And we missed. You can see here 5.0 for the deuce, as mentioned before. All the other stuff is pretty bad. So we definitely made the right move. Aces. This said it's a replay. Oh, wow. That's tight. Is it the 6 7 8? Or is it with the jack as well? Now, this usually wouldn't be such a hard decision, but since I got it wrong before and I haven't got one wrong yet today, it's really getting me, because the 8 is really close. 6 7 8 is really close. I think like 9 8 7 would be a yes. 8 7 6, I'm not sure. 5 4, the 2 wouldn't be in the way. I'm gonna go with 6 7 8 against my better judgment. Ah, see, I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, 6 7 8 is too low for 3 to a straight flush when you have another club. So 29-cent mistake out of every $1.25 put in. That is a big, big mistake. So here we need to go through and make sure we don't make that mistake. And it's 4 to the flush. And we missed it. Here we got 3s. There we go. We needed that. And now we got some 8s. I feel like this game, more than ever, you need to double check everything. Like, I don't see anything. I just checked 3 times. I still don't see anything. So now I think I'm good. Sometimes there's just like that card in camouflage. 3 kings. And I mean, if you start going long sessions and things like that, crazy. 2 pair is good in deuces, so we'll hold 2 pair. I have to say, we haven't got a full house in a while. That way. Holding 2 pair. I tried to tee it up there, but we haven't got a full house in a while. Yeah, nothing. Here we got 8s. All right, we're definitely holding the deuce. Let's take a look at everything else. 6 10, too far apart. 8 king, too far apart. Just the deuce. And we ended up getting 3 queens. Dynamic replay. I know I held the queen king when I did this, and I know that was wrong. Even though it just gave us an ace of diamonds, so who knows if the jack 10 of diamonds was next or not. But you can see here the whole hand 2.55 versus 1.56. Huge difference between king queen and open-ended there. Aces. Ooh, we just went back under 3,900. this is going to be a redraw as well. We got nothing suited here. Yeah. Unfortunately, no hit. King Queen suited. That's awesome. But we have to also look at the Ace 10. Now this is a Gutshot, so Gutshot is lower than an open-ended. So because of that, I think we're just holding King Queen. No, I'm wrong. And King Queen is not as strong as I keep thinking. I'm thinking jacks are better, I guess, a lot of times. But look how close this is. I knew the Gutshot was better than a redraw, but I also thought this was better than a redraw, and it looks like it's currently slightly under, even though other times it does say to hold King Queen above this. Little mistake, real little. But cost 3 cents. Of course we get the jack when we listen to what it says, right? Fixed. I'm just kidding. Deuces. Also, if you like this interface and you'd like to play, I do have a link down below so you can play for free. It does not include the Pro Trainer. That is an extra charge. Or you can like, comment, subscribe. I'm giving away a free Pro Training membership for 1 month every month. So I will go through and reply to your comment if you win, and we'll get you set up with a free month of Pro Trainer. Right hand to hold, thankfully. Gutshot. We needed a jack again. Negative. All right. So here we can get the 5 of spades, or we can get the easier way and just get a deuce. So we have 5 options in the deck. Let's see if we can get it. Plus we also have a other option for a flush. And no. 7.66. So really nice hold there. Really strong. Great hand to get. Bad hand to lose with. We'll hold the 3 of the kind here because it's automatic winner. No improvement there. All right, we do have a open ender, but we have a pair, and a pair is strong. I know jacks are better, it's usually different, but I think with deuces, I think you just hold the 8s. Let me double check this in my head. So open ender. Yeah. Open ender 2.5, which is what I was thinking, and a pair's 2.7. Very close. And this is a replay. I would hold 4. And I am wrong again. I would just hold the deuce. These flush draws get you because I'm like, okay, I must have held this, so I'll hold this time. Because I can see me holding that. And if you look, it's 4.5. Holding all of these is 4.7, so it's still better, but it's not better than the 5. Tricky. Once I said I wasn't getting any wrong, I think I went downhill. Nothing. Here's some noise. We'll hold the 3 10s here. That's an improvement. Pair strong. Not strong enough this time. Let's go with the 9s. Gee, that's odd. Boom. 4 of a kind. Back to 3,900. Interesting. We do have that there, but again, you don't want to mess with a straight flush that would involve the 2. Because you want to use it as a wild. So 6-7 would be missing here. I don't think it's as strong as the 2.7, the 5s. Let me look. 2.7 versus 2.0. Okay, pretty close. If that 5 was higher, you know, it would be a little more of a thought. 3, 4, the 5 and the 7 are missing, so no Gutshot. And I'm pretty much saying it out loud because I've messed that up so much in the last video. But as long as I improve something each time, we're winning. So remember the other one was 2.7. This is a little different. Now we're a little higher together. We only got one gap of a 9. So what do I think that's worth? What was it? 5? No, it was 6, 8, 9. 5, 8, 9. So close, but I still think it's the 10s. 2.7 versus 2.4. Okay, so 10, 8, 7 was more. I think if the 7 was a 9 and it was, you know, 8, 9, 10, 3 in a row, then we might take it over the 10s when it's this high up. This is a replay. This is just going to be a deuce. Not going to trick me again on that. And everything's all over the place, so just a deuce again. Oh. Here's a nice stronghold. We actually have a chance at a normal royal, which would be 4,000 credits. Chance, I said. Just a chance. You can see here 6.6 hold. Very strong. With add the 10, you go down to 1.7. And I got to remember this is deuces. So is it the ace or is it not the ace? We don't have a 2, so we don't have to worry about that. 4, 5, 6, 7 in the middle there. Because there's 2 in the middle, I think we hold the ace. But again, it's pretty close, I think. No, it's not that close. 3.8 versus 1.9. It does make sense because there was 2 in the middle instead of just 1 gap. I'm okay with holding this. And we hit the straight. 2 pair, 7s and jacks. We just need one more of those or a deuce. Still looking for that hand. Wow, there we go. 4 queens to start. So now we just need the last one. Or deuce. Still a nice hit. Oh. Now we do have 2 deuces, so you might think about splitting them up, but we don't want to. Just to be completely transparent, every hand that we have here, we technically have a straight flush draw. Ace 2, this would be a normal 2, 3 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds. Straight flush, you're looking at 45, but we already have 20. Plus, we still have a chance to improve. So our EV is going to be above 20 by holding this. Could also go 2 deuces, but when you have a pair of aces with it, you want to hold on to them. And that's why we just hit 5 aces. And you can see here the 24 EV, which is great. And you're looking at 15 for just having 2 deuces. So since we were already at 20, we didn't even want to think about doing that. The straight flush, which I was kind of curious what it was at, was 12.3. So you'd hold the deuces before you'd hold the straight flush draw. Again, because that 2 of diamonds is actually the 2 of diamonds, it loses that extra. So right hit, nice job, and we're getting back up there. Now the machine just needs to stay nice and warm here. All right, we got something here. We could be going for the royal. That is something. What we're looking at with the 3 10s, I think we're around 7.5, I believe. The royal, I think it's 6 something. We also have the 10-9 with the deuce, but this removes the royal from the equation and it drops down a lot. So I think we're going to hold the 10 king deuce here. No, I'm sorry, we're going to hold the 3 10s and see what happens. Of course, we got one of the two. Let's take a look here. I was actually below on all my estimates, but it's still kind of matched up, if you will. This was 9.3, not 7.5. And this was 7.5, not 6.5. So I was a little low, but I was still in the right mindset. And then we look at the 9-10 with the deuce, you're looking at 5.3. So that dropped lower. So glad we got that one right. That was a good one. This one is going to be much easier because there's nothing else to worry about. Let's just hit the royal. Replay. This is just going to be the deuce. Did this last time, didn't I? I need to slow down. There's a 3-card straight in a row. So you always hold it, the deuce, because there's no gaps. If there was a gap, you wouldn't. I know this. Making rookie mistakes again. I don't know why I mess up so much in this game. This is a complete redraw. Ace-Jack's not enough. If you haven't noticed, my last few videos have just been deuces because I'm really trying to get it down. I also did an hour members video last to go through and get really into it. So we're going to hold the 6s. Queen 10 would be a play here, but we do have a pair. You can see here 2.7 for the 6s and 1.76 for the 10 queen of suited. Aces. Hold the 4s here. Nothing matching up. Had to triple check that. Wow, that almost looked really good. We'll still take it though. 3, 4, 5, and 7 are missing. This can be a redraw. And we're gonna go with the next hand. Pair of 7s. There we go, we got 3 of them. Pair of 8s. Replay. I feel like I'm going to mess this one up again. I think it would just be that. It was. 7-8 suited, 5.5. There we go. I like the first card. Oh, what'd I do? What'd I do? 6-8? Really? A 1 gapper. Oh, it's really close. A 1 gap straight flush, 6 and up. So 6-8 with a deuce you'd hold. So then I would, if that was 6-8, then we'd definitely hold 5-6. 4-3-2. The 2 could be involved. It might just be the deuce. But I'm going to hold it anyway. Really close. 5.09 versus 5.00. Wow. Close. What do we got here? 6. Gutshot. Pair of 10s. We're going to hold that over the ace-king. There we go. We do have some things going on here, so we gotta look. We do have the flush draw. So I don't think you'd take the flush draw. You would hold this over the flush draw. Because of that, I feel like you just hold the 3 6s. Yeah, with the 9.3 EV. You would hold that. And where was the other? The straight flush was 4.8. Okay. 2 deuces. Definitely just holding the deuces here. These aren't close enough. And let's see if we can get those 4 deuces. I do want to hit that in this series, so let's see if we can get it. Not even close. That's rough when you hold 2 deuces and you get 3 of a kind, because that's automatic. We're going to hold the aces. Threes. All right, don't slow down here. All right, we're definitely going to hold this and ignore the ace jack. This is a replay. I believe it's just a deuce. Yeah. I'm getting better at that now. Yeah, you hold the deuce when there's 3 in a row this high. Almost got me. Oh, wow. All right. Well, there's no straight flush draws, so we don't have to worry about that. So it's either all of the flush or just the kings. King, I think it's just the kings. I think it's close, though. It's not close. Dang, 2.7. Flush draw is 3.8. Flush draw 3.8. Pair 2.7. I mean, and jacks are better, I would question it, and I knew exactly what to do. Actually, this would probably be a tough hand, and jacks are better too, because you'd have the kings. Who knows? I guess I can't keep comparing games. It gets difficult. We do have a dealt straight here, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the wild. We also do have the 3-4 with the deuce, but I think we're just holding it because this is 10 EV, and I don't see us getting more with breaking this up. There we go, 10, and then 5 if we broke it up. 4.4 if we went for the straight flush, because it's on the lower end. Jacks? Yeah, let's do jacks. Nope. Just the wild card. Oh wow, we've been playing this a while. I kind of got carried away. We gotta start wrapping up the video here. Kings. Here we go. 4, 5? Question mark? I'm gonna say no. Because of the 2 of diamonds, because of the 2 period. Yeah, 1.3 versus, so yeah, we definitely don't want to hold 5-4 suited for a redraw. Let's do 5 more hands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A replay. I don't see any world where I would not just hold the deuce. Nice. 7's on this one. Redraw. Last hand. We're going to go for the 2 pair and see where we end off here. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to enter for the Pro Trainer monthly giveaway. And I will reply to the winner at the end of every month. Here we go. Missed it. Well, 38.80, and we started with 38.35, so it's definitely a winning session, so we'll take it. And when the next video is available, I'll go through and put it on the screen here. Thanks for watching.